Oh, it has been a while, hasn't it? Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel, another Swiss001 video, and welcome back to Flight Simulator Review. Do you still do the clapping on the internet? I think you do them. I think I'm a good YouTuber. Today we're back in the flight simulator, but not in any flight simulator, but we're on my iPad. Or should I perhaps say on board my iPad? Yep, we're back with mobile flight simulation. You know, there's been a lot of hate towards mobile flight simulator before, you know. And you know, that is actually kind of understandable, you know, knowing the games that are on there. We have to admit that we have some garbage on the App Store indeed, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. These mobile flight simulators have improved by quite a bit and they're getting a little bit more serious now. And this iPad is probably more powerful than the laptop that I'm recording this video with. Let me just say that, okay? You know, especially with that new M1 chip that's coming to the new Pros. That's gonna be really interesting. So yeah, these things can actually do a lot of performance. So why not step up the level a little bit and add 3D buildings? Which is exactly what Infinite Flight did. You should probably know Infinite Flight Simulator already. It's one of the major flight simulators for mobile. I mean, it's been around for years now. Actually, they're celebrating their 10th year anniversary now. So they are, you know, one of the classics. I think you should definitely know them if you don't live behind the moon. And you know, over the years, they have also greatly improved. They have now added global flying, live cockpits to most planes here. As you can see, the Cessna has it too. The only thing that's missing, though, is the interactiveness of the cockpit. But I'm guessing that's gonna come soon, because they have added something new, very obviously, and that is 3D buildings to airports. So you might remember Infinite Flight looking like this, just a bland landscape without any 3D objects or anything. Literally, they had 0 3D objects besides the planes. But now, as you can see, that's been changed with a new open beta that came out literally today. Yep, here's actually the post about it. Infinite Flight version 21.1. Again, an open beta. What an open beta is it's kind of like, it's not stable just yet, but everyone can actually download it. Here we go. It actually is on the website. iOS sign up. I did exactly that, and this is why I have 3D buildings now. But what an open beta also means is that it's going to be a little unstable. Maybe this flight simulator will crash. Maybe we'll enter hell when we fly into a building. I want to see what happens when we do that, genuinely. Okay, let's find that out later on. But anyway, here on this website, they're also, you know, naming all the airports that have 3D buildings now in ICAO code letters, which is not particular. I mean, I'm always talking about this. Why would you name airport with the ICAO letters? I mean, I don't know what MMX is, or FACT, or URSS. That's like Russia, probably Moscow. It doesn't really matter, you know? Just name the cities behind. Okay, whatever. This should be about the updates. So yeah, this is all the airports that they have added 3D buildings to. And yes, we have to say, not all of airports in the world have 3D objects just yet. It's only these few. For example, San Francisco. If you go to another random place like Stockton Metropolitan, we can see that we can see nothing, right? Still the old bland landscape from before. That's basically what this beta is all about. You know, they're just adding stuff and luckily letting people play around with the new 3D building feature, which is really nice. So let's just go back really and play around indeed. Maybe with a newly added plane, for example, the 777. They've updated that one in October 2020, not too long ago. Let's just go back. I mean, all the 3D airports are labeled here too. So let's actually just pick one here in Europe too. This is Edinburgh, right? Edinburgh. What am I saying? All right, let's just spawn in and see how that looks. Downloading aircraft. What is greatly improved is like the loading times in general. Here we go. Welcome to Edinburgh. Now, what, you know, still is very majorly criticized about this flight simulator is just the satellite resolution, of course. I mean, look at this. It looks like a pixelated image on the internet. I don't know. It's just completely not very high resolution, let's just put it this way. So that would graphically be the next challenge, right? There's a lot of things that the flight simulator is missing out on. It's great that they're working on it, you know, like the 3D, what is that? Oh, that's like the for the firefighting department there. Oh, we can actually, wait, we can crash through the buildings. Damn, they're not solid objects. No, that is disappointing. I want to crash. I want to see a crash. I want to see death. But this is okay anyway. What am I saying? But no, I mean, again, it's great that Infinite Flight is definitely working on making this better and better every day. And the iPad recording just stopped. That's great. Wait, let me just... But yeah, again, a lot of stuff is still missing. So let me see. Can we go to another place? I want to find out. Maybe we can find out some bugs, right? That's the funny thing about betas, of course, is that they're hella unstable. Well, actually not. not. It's kind of, it should be somewhat stable, but they can of course fail on us. Let's just see. All right, this is what Paris looks like. Oh wow, this 777 is very loud. Interesting. This one building here seems kind of lost. Well, what is? I mean, really, this is the first time we've ever seen somewhat 3D in this flight simulator. I mean, look, we haven't had this one here before. What does it do? Is it for? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this is very much a major change right here, isn't it? I mean, this is just what an airport looks like. Looks pretty alright to me. These are of course not the most beautiful looking buildings or anything just yet, but it's just totally fine, of course. Let me try going to the multiplayer too, because I'm guessing that's going to be quite active with a lot of players trying this new thing out now. Maybe go to LAX. We haven't gone to LAX yet. Maybe actually compare it to real life as well. Now let me just say we're on the casual server, which is also called the noob server of the multiplayer here. And well, that's a lot of noobs indeed. But finally we've got multiplayer, and actually no one is showing up here. That could be because I just downloaded this beta software thing, and none of the planes are loaded in yet, so it's gonna take a while for them to actually load, which sucks a little bit, but that's another story. Let's just compare then what LAX looks like here. I mean, we have the very infamous tower of LAX, of course, showing up here. Just imagine if they just put like a generic tower here. We've got ATC here. Can we cut that out, please? Tune out. Good, please. Yeah, but they have, you know, actually demodeled the tower here, and this weird thing. What is it actually? Is it like a, I don't know, crew building? Whatever. It does look, honestly, it does look a little weird mixed with the very not high resolution scenery. You know, sometimes these buildings can look like they're like kind of like not in place, you know? Kind of looks like this thing is on a beach or something now with these textures here. So that is something really that has to be worked on for sure. We can see our first planes are actually starting to load in here. A 787. Let me see, do we have something here on the runway? Oh, there's an A380 here. Of course, this is the multiplayer. What is really nice is the free camera. We can just fly around with this camera too. Now, of course, since we are on the professional server, there's some spam traffic here too, as I would call it. Great. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know. This is the new Infinite Flight Alpha update indeed. And no, not let's. Don't die. No. Well, that's what I mean by beta. Duh. Thing just completely crashed. But yeah, this is the new Infinite Flight Alpha update. Isn't that great? Again, very free to download. You just have to follow through the website and try out the new 3D buildings. I can definitely recommend it. I mean, even though the game just kind of crashed, this is still completely stable, isn't it? Okay, let's come in for this airport here in, I think, Central America, also with 3D buildings. As you can see, it's in the middle of the city, or this looks like something. Honestly, it kind of looks like someone vomited on the floor and photographed that and uploaded that onto Infinite Flight Simulator. That could have been, right? Nah, they really need a new satellite update there. But generally, I think this is what I would be focusing on next. I mean, buying satellite data is probably very expensive, but you know, this is probably the next step, right? Let's go and land. Come on. Let's go. Stop, stop, stop. Great. Maybe after the new resolutions, add some more 3D objects like actual cities, because so far it's only airport buildings, of course. And then, of course, interactive cockpit, because these things do not work. We have to turn on the plane this way. Systems, electricals, main battery, and APU. Yeah, very, very simplified 777 here for sure. I mean, you know, these realistic features like the actual working cockpits or 3D objects other than airport buildings are already, you know, we already have, for example, with Aerofly FS 2021, for example. But what that doesn't have is global flying. This one can really go worldwide. It's like a 50-50 mix. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to choose. But I see very much improvement is going on, so that is very great. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's interesting flight simulator review video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. We're on YouTube like Block, Mubarak, Junk in the Trunk, Rafal, Oman the Human, DJ Straw, Deload, Tyler Park, Ian from Osk, Gurkham, Stefan Schmiedhofer, Moritz Wellhausen, Tuppy Cook, Great Karamba John, No You, Laird Islama, Government Pasta, Calamity Airlines, Kelly Chaos, Philip Cherrier, Science, Maz Kaleg, Rodolfo, New York, Ollie H, Blue Aviation, Cheese Doritos, Shadow.